Imagine for a moment that you are sitting in a room inside your mind, and there's a table, and there's a chair on either side of the table, and you go sit at one of the chairs, okay? You're in a room, there's a table and two chairs, you're sitting on one side, and I want you to imagine on the other side of the table is Abraham Lincoln. Now, if you can imagine that, I'm fairly certain that you would not argue with me when I say, you know, that's not really Abraham Lincoln, right? That is your unconscious mind's best attempt to create Abraham Lincoln with its beautiful, amazing, virtually infinite imagination. And it could be Abraham Lincoln, it could be Obi-Wan Kenobi, it could be Jesus or Gandhi or Buddha sitting across from you on that table. And by the way, this is a technique that Napoleon Hill wrote about in Think and Grow Rich in his mastermind concept. And the crazy thing is this works. If you do this and you present questions to this imaginary character, Albert Einstein or whatever, you frequently find that, number one, it answers in ways that you wouldn't have thought of. And number two, it answers in ways that are similar to how you think that person would answer. And this is an awesome tool to basically be able to channel people and access resources of your imagination and your unconscious that you couldn't otherwise access. Now, in the same way that if Abraham Lincoln's sitting across the table, you know that's not really Abe, I want you to imagine you're there, you're sitting in the chair, there's the table, and in the other chair is your unconscious mind sitting across from you. That is not your unconscious mind. That is your unconscious mind's best attempt to create a personification of itself so you can talk to it. Do you want to know where your unconscious mind really is in that scenario? Look around the room. That is your unconscious.
Which is just the ocean where you can be when you are the fish. Be the fish.
So there's only one step in this process. Give your unconscious mind a name.
Project.